Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Motivational Wednesday. No. Wisdom Wednesday, Motivational Monday. How's everybody doing? My name is Edward Townsend. I'll be your moderator this afternoon on this Wisdom Wednesday day podcast. And I just got in the house here. It's beautiful weather outside. I went downtown just doing a little sightseeing. I got tired of the office here, and so I went down and did some sightseeing, and very interesting stuff going on out there. I see a lot of people coming together, doing business. See, that's what I look at when I go outside. I see the changes I've seen in how people adapt to the changes that's taking place. The shutdown, they're talking about a shutdown. But like I always tell you, when I'm talking about shutdowns and economy and anything that goes on with the United States government, and it always affect the working class people or the lower class people that's in a small uh, uh, economic demographic, pay wise or just in the living areas or whatever. But it affect the people that don't have much. That's a better way of saying it. It always affect the working class. They talking about the Social Security checks for the people that's on Social Security might not go out, won't go out. But my question, people, is why not stop some of the 200,000, 300,000, $400,000 salaries from the senators and representatives and things that's making all the decision about how we should get paid, how our life can easily be disrupted and nothing else. I want to know, why don't they disrupt their own life, and maybe they'll look for some new changes on how to do things. They even, you know, they got, say they got a $300,000 salary. Well, the people that's affecting the average person is $50,000 or less. Majority of the people, so they don't have the excess money stored up to do different things and hold out, make it till they change their mind or change the rules or open it back up. They bickering in politics, and I don't think that. Well, I know that politics shouldn't dictate how people have to live, because you disagree with the Democrats and the Democrats disagree with the Republican. Time out for all that foolishness, man. That's what I call it, foolishness. Because nobody's doing anything to help the people. So it don't matter, Democrat or Republican, if you can't do something without have to fight or change and do all that stuff because somebody disagree. If you can't come to agreement on it, then what benefit it is to the people? It prolongs it to the point to where it get phased out. It get voted on where it takes forever. Then if they don't like it, they'll find a law or some code to where they can say, well, we just gonna hold it up. We gonna do this. We gonna do that, and having their way. Well, what about our lives that you disrupt? What about the people that's got to go through big changes because of that? We don't need that. We need to change, people. So that's what I'm talking about. Let's come together as a unit of people so that we can change the destiny of our lives to where these things won't affect us. See what I'm saying? We got to get in a different category, especially now, because things have changed. What was going on in the past don't exist anymore. Amazon is making little robots now to go around to help you around the house. See, 1988, I was telling you about the robots and the change of technology and the information age, all of these things. They're here now. I can deal with it because I understand it. But the people that really don't know what's happening, they doing the regular stuff like I was telling you in the beginning, in the norm. They going to school, get an education, graduating, going to college, get a higher degree, and get out of college and want to hire themselves out to a job. Well, The jobs are not there unless you're going for the jobs that's paying the money, which nobody knows about them. Very few people. The technology and the information and just business ownership. That's our alternative, but you got to change to make these things work for you. And if you don't see that you need a change for yourself, change and do something different that you can help somebody else that's not able to do what you do. See, that's where I fit in. I'm trying to get people to do things so that they don't have to go through certain things and they can help somebody else to not to go through it. That's all. One hand helps another. When God bless you with something, you got to bless somebody else, even if it's no more than passing on the information, because the gospel, that's what it means. The good news. See, when we got saved, we weren't supposed to just keep it to ourselves. We're supposed to try to help someone else get saved. Wisdom Wednesday, imparting some wisdom out there. Let's just think, forget about all of this. I'm a country boy, so I'm gonna say it just like I know how to say it and quit trying to think of a word to say. All the people that's got all these highfalutin ways, thinking above themselves and where they not really are they trying to be like John, Jody, and Judy? Time out for that. Keep it simple so everybody can accomplish what they want to do and we still arrive. But see, it's better to have things stable when you get there than to arrive and really you wasn't ready, wasn't all together. See what I'm saying? Been up and down that roller coaster for so many years. So I can say what I see. I see people, yeah, you have great education, you have 3 or 4 different degrees, you have self-employment business, right? That's what they call self-employed business, but actually you just working for yourself. You're still an employee just to yourself. Something happened to you, your business died, your income stopped. Business ownership, nothing wrong with it. And it's not hard to do. It's good to be your own boss. It's good to not to have to say something to somebody else every time you want to do something. Get approval. Approve it for yourself. That you can't do, outsource it. Most big companies out there hire CEOs. They don't even run their own companies. Get someone with the skills to run it. Say, when my company get that big, I'll hire me a CEO. Because what they do, I might not have the skills to do. They can do it better than I can. Don't have a problem with that. You got to learn to outsource and use the things on the side or out there that's there to help you to make your business successful. That's why I say it's no self-made millionaires. Somebody help you in some form or fashion to get to where you are. I don't care if it's a dictator, secretary, a person that just built the building for you, run the building for you, security, it's whatever. It's there to help you. And the reason they're there to help you is because you're in business. So it had some part they imparted into your business, their services, their skills, their talents. See what I'm saying? It's always going to be working people. It's always going to be people that want to stay in the working class. Everybody's not business minded. But I want to help the people that's business minded. Oh yeah, and we need to do we didn't do it first. I got caught up there right quick. So let me go ahead and do First Chronicles 1 and 10. And First Chronicles 1 and 10 says, "Give me now knowledge. Give me now wisdom." It didn't just say give me wisdom. Give me now wisdom. So I want my wisdom to start operating right now. Okay. So Solomon's wisdom, he said the ability to apply knowledge correctly was unique. That's what Solomon said. So we want the now wisdom and knowledge. Now wisdom and knowledge. that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can rule this great people other than thine? Talking about God. And God said to Solomon, because you had this in mind and did not ask for the riches, wealth, or honor, or the life of those who hate you, nor have you even asked for long life, but you have asked for yourself wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge. Great wisdom is the knowledge, and you can impart it to people, kids. Gain it wisdom for yourself. That's why it said in the Bible it says we should acquire wisdom by our older age. Acquire wisdom during our life, so that we can not only leave a legacy for our children's children, but also we can leave wisdom. I will have a lot of wisdom to leave to my generation. A lot. But we got to start doing for ourselves, number one. Number one, you have to be a business owner to survive. Shut down, you'll feel the effects. That's why I always say you need your own business, so when other things out there happen for other people's gain, it don't stop you. You want to be immovable. You want to be able to stand financially. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is to do your business. That's what you control. I can say, I don't say ugly and crazy stuff, but I state facts. I'm like Isaiah, the Isaiah factory that come on in far as Houston is concerned. Factor come on. They have different issues that he see in America, and he have panels on that come on and they talk about those issues. You know, even for us Republican, Democrat, and all that, like I was talking about earlier. See, it's people lives is involved. It's just like the IRS. They take so much in taxes. It's no different than the Boston Tea Party. That's why they had that revolution back during that time, the Boston Tea Party, because they were being overtaxed. They was taxed on everything too much. What they do, they smooth it out a little bit to where it still go on, but you don't have people complaining like they used to. Okay. When I work, I pay taxes. When I spend my money, I pay taxes. When I save my money for retirement, I pay taxes once I retire. We just tax on the same money. Same money. And then if they really love the people that support in America, which is the working class people and below, if they really love those people, why, when they go to college and get student loans, the government put penalty and interest into it? Tax, when you have tax issues, let you just pay off the amount that you owe, but they force you to live above your means because they want you to pay more. And if you don't, they already got a clause that's set in place. So they say by law that you have to pay penalty and interest. So now you got caught up again in something that takes a lifetime to pay off. A lifetime to pay off. Just like I tell people all the time about interest. I got this friend that has a home that he paid $60,000 for 20 something years ago, have no equity in his home. And then he's paying, like, just say $500. The last time he showed when we was talking, he paying $500, $551. He made a monthly payment. $100.50 went toward the principal of the home, and he still owed $46,000 on the house. See what I'm saying? So many entrapments that the government let take place that's affecting the people that's doing and bringing in all the money. Everything that goes on in America, we fund. We fund all the products and services. Though no businesses. But we buy everything that come out. They sell to the general public. Who's the general public? The working class people and below. Sure, wealthy people buy things, but they can afford it. But the general public buy everything and they don't own anything. Sure, I have a business and I do business with other business, but see, I have a business. So that means the working class people and below, they fund all the businesses and things that take place right now. Every paycheck that you get, you spend all of your money on products and services. And you don't own none of them. Light, gas, water. You got your mortgages and you got your rent. You know, they even make you pay for the sewage that's been there for years. You know, all it's doing is flowing through. We pay a water bill, but now we got to pay sewage. And check all of your things that you pay for. They have a lot of hidden charges on there. I always go through mine and I have them take them out. And it states, and other charges. You would find some charges in there that by reading you can't understand it. You have to call it and inquire about this and other charges, certain things that, okay, I don't know what that is. So I need to call the company and ask them, what is that? Sure, you look at it and you say $2.50. So, and other charges, maybe $15. They all add up to $15. That's just one customer. Now you got millions of customers that's paying the same $15. That's $15 million. See, we got to start thinking bigger than what we are doing and the way we spend our money. Numbers is key in America. Like I always tell you, it's key in America because numbers is what caused me to lose millions of dollars in my previous company, not my company, but a company I was, a network marketing company I was in, a part of. See, numbers that took all my wealth because the person that owned the company was a numbers person. I'm only interested in membership. So I got 300,000 people that's paying $34.95 a month. $34.95 times 300,000 people, that's a lot of money. That's numbers. That's how the wealthy people get wealthy. Our churches, same way. Nobody wants a little small church. They want a mega church, 4,000 members. So if everybody is paying $100, just say they make the math right, $100 in tithes times 4,000. See the numbers? So it's all about the numbers. But you also have people in that church that's suffering from paycheck to paycheck. But the church is flourishing. I mean, as long as it's for the church, I'm fine with it. And the church belongs to the people. But when you go to talk about the people's church, and then it's individually owned by a person, that all they do is build wealth, I ain't with that because you're supposed to build in God's house, but you're building your wealth off the sweat and brows of someone else. They're paying their tithes. They're obeying the Lord. The Lord's going to take care of them. But it's usury in my eyesight. That's just the way I see it because I understand how numbers work. And the people that understand numbers work numbers. We work physically for money. They work the numbers, still get the money, and don't have to physically work. Just saying. Wisdom Wednesday. I'm giving some wisdom and knowledge out there. Just watch and just look. That's why it was such an issue when the pandemic came. For some reason, if a person not in church, not saying that they won't pay tithe, but it just don't happen. And one of the reasons, they didn't have no job. They wasn't working. See what I'm saying? So we got to be more sympathetic towards people and not so focused on the numbers. Numbers is the key to wealth in America. You can be a good numbers person that makes sure everyone that's involved or connected to you is getting their fair share, or being treated fairly and not locked up into usury. Numbers are not bad. But if you use the numbers because other people don't understand to gain your wealth, that's usury. You see the late night commercials on TV, same thing. They want to sell you this item on TV that costs $39.95. Being on TV and on air is easy to sell $1 million. That's 39 million. Just we'll round it off to 40, $39.95. We'll just say $40 million if 1 million people buy the product, which is easy because you have access to millions of people. Or you have a program that a person is talking about, you can make money doing this. It's only $25 to join. Well, being in the atmosphere of millions of people, $25, 1 million people, that's $25 million. See what I'm saying? You gotta let other people benefit from what you're doing. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing. But when it's just about you, that's what makes it wrong. Sure, you're supposed to be a wealth. Not a problem. And we live in a capitalistic society to where if you agree to it, it don't have to be right. Because you agree to it. That's capitalism at its best. See, in America, if you don't become a capitalist, you're going to be capitalized upon. Still stand. It's not going to change. So this is Wisdom Wednesday. I hope I'm saying something, not for you to make no major changes, but to look into it. And if it affects you to the point to where you have to make a change, make a change. I'm not a norm person. If the people, everybody doing it, I'm not in it. I'm doing the norm. I'm not outside the norm to where I'm building wealth that everybody involved will be wealthy. That's what Houston Wall Street movement is all about. If you're looking for the norm, when you look at the Houston Wall Street movement or my company, if you're looking to see the norm, you won't see it. It's simple, it's easy, and it's about you and your company. It's about you being empowered. It's about all of us together being empowered. Michael Jordan didn't win all of the 6 peat by itself. It was a team effort. So we got to unify ourselves with like-minded people and be a wealth so we can help all of the other people that want to be wealthy. Not just the 90% of the American people that own all the wealth, and then everybody settles for the 10% that's left. According to what nationality you are, you can break it up in 2 and 3%. Facts. It won't be in the facts book. A lot of things you can't Google. I'm going to talk about the ones you can't Google, because Google is not set up to give those kind of, Google is programmed. When they program to do what they want to do it. Just like the people going losing their money on the boats. It's programmed. They average $5 million a day from the time they open the door, because they don't close. They shut down about an hour or 2 in the morning to clean up and regroup. So in a 24-hour period, they make $5 million. Well, the rule is that they have to pay out so much of that $5 million in winnings. So they pay out, just say, $400,000 in winnings, not at one time, but they do 50,000 over here, 100,000 over here, 200,000 over here. You see what I'm saying? And that gives them the right to do what they do. Somebody is winning. It's not just everybody coming there, nobody ever wins. So they have a set amount that's going to be paid out each and every day from their revenues that they bring in. Numbers. And the lottery is the same thing. State lottery, same thing. 500 and something million right now. People are lined up. I came past the lottery place. The people are lined up around the block trying to get that lucky win. When all they have to do is come together and unify themselves and seek their own talents and skills and put their money to work for them, it can happen that way. Just the way the same effort that you went to try to win is the same effort that you can use to win and know you're going to win because you know what you're doing. Time out for giving your money away. We've been struggling too long to keep struggling. It's time to unify ourselves and build something that don't have to be like anybody else. Everybody wins. Everybody. If you're a part of Houston Wall Street movement, everybody wins. That's the best way that I can say it. I like to keep it simple, no usury, equal opportunity. We can figure out how to, it's already figured out how to make everybody successful. Can't give all the information out, but if you want to become a member of Houston Wall Street movement, go ahead and do so, and then get the information. Because we sign our clauses and stuff that, our information will not go any further than here, because we don't want to be in the midst of building something and then someone else step in and build our whole ideal. Been there, done that. See, we can't give away our wealth. Our wealth we built over the years, we gave it all away because we was under old policy. Go to school, get a good education, pay a pension, save, get a good job, and retire on a pension. But that don't work no more. It's over. None of that work anymore. So we haven't left that mentality yet, but now the jobs are running out. There's only fast food restaurants out there. They got a few regular jobs out there, but it's not enough for the whole American race of people. It's not enough of those type of jobs. And then if you were making $50,000 to $60,000 a year, you don't want to go to McDonald's making $10 an hour. I see the signs every day. It's my job to go out and see what's going on. So if you have any comments, you have any questions, please go ahead and comment. Ask me any questions. Let's build a little rapport here. I always like to have a rapport. Just say who you are and a question that you want to ask, and that's fine. If not, we move right along. I got about 2-3 more minutes, and we're gonna close it out. But I hope I said something today that opened up your vision to help you change your mindset, because we have Transformation of the Mind 101. I bet better than that, get the book. I have my book. You can get the book and be a part of the training program. It says your money is worthless. And why do I say that? Because we don't put our money to work. It's worthless to us because we don't put it to work. But everybody we spend it with, put it to work and build wealth. That's the mentality that I'm trying to get people to. And when they get that mentality, how money works and put money to work for you, cash, asset, cash, and income shifting, When they get that all intact, ain't no doubt about it. Wealth is just right around the corner. So your passion for whatever your passion is can be your wealth. So if we have no questions, I'm going to leave us this afternoon. I'm going to say what I always say, always victory. And I see everybody at the top. Likes, dislikes, appreciated. Invite other people onto my call. This is Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday. I'll see you Friday on Financial Friday. Monday on Motivational Friday. If you get the book and join our group for free for the rest of this year, the Houston Wall Street Movement, free for the rest of this year. And it's all outlined in the book, free training, free information. That's free. That's all on me, because I want you to see what you want to be a part of for the rest of this year, which we only got like 30, 40 more days, but that's okay. I've been doing it all year long. Next year, things will be different. October, we having a great talk, a firm we're going to be doing. The 23rd of October, you can go on in Facebook and put in from then to now, from 1950 to 2021, from then and now. I'm going to take you through all of the things that went on in the United States with people during my lifetime and where I was living during the time up until 2021, which will even be this call right here. This in 2021. And the things that were said and done by me over that period of time, and how America changed over that period of time, and how the people didn't change. There was a lot of wealth built for the ones that did change, and the ones that didn't change, there was no wealth built. And the same ones that didn't build any wealth or change are the same ones that passed that curse on to their generation after generation after generation up to today. Still exists. Watch out for the shutdown. It's going to affect the lower class and the working class people. Okay? Well, we can change all that. So by all means, go to my website, scrolling across the bottom. Go to my website, become a member of Houston Wall Street. It's a great investment, great something to be a part of, great knowledge, something that your kids need to know about, and anybody else that you know. Okay? Always victory. See everybody at the top. God bless, and I'll see you on Friday.